Nick has been stopped more than 30 times by the police.
Yeah, I've been stopped lots of times, sometimes driving my car, other times I've been stopped on the street, and I've had some really poor experiences. For me, the added dynamic is I'm a police officer as well, so it's a bit scary, it's intimidating. When you know you haven't done anything wrong, that it's frustrating. It's also embarrassing. I've looked at it as a human rights issue. You know, freedom of movement is a really important principle. The Home Secretary recently said it should be used fairly, and I absolutely agree with that. It should always be used fairly. And it's clear from, not only from statistics, but from people's experience, that it's not always used fairly, and that's something that still needs to be tackled. My most recent experience was last year, where I was stopped and searched in front of a load of people. As far as I was concerned, you know, the reason that that happened was because of the colour of my skin, not because of anything that I'd done. There's been a continual problem with disproportionate targeting of stop search powers on Black and Asian people, mainly young men, but not exclusively young men. It makes you wary of, you know, police car behind you or police officers in the street, which seems really weird when I'm a police officer myself, but you know, I genuinely do feel that. Looking at the statistics, you can see that a stop and search has been used many times unnecessarily. And now that can be viewed simply as, well, it's just a stop and search, if you haven't done anything wrong you won't mind. The other view is, actually, it's a real infringement on somebody's personal life, on their ability to just be in the street freely as you know, as a citizen. And I think we would argue that our laws are built around human rights, and were before the Human Rights Act anyway. So, you know, I think that's a principle that many people would agree with and support them anyway.
Nick is using human rights to challenge the unfair targeting of young black men in stop and search.